Testament of a Templar. Memories of a Knight. I am Hugo de Montclar, son of minor nobility from Burgundy. My name today means little, for centuries have passed, and the names of men fade like dust from stone. But the name of the brotherhood to which I belonged, the order of the poor knights of the Temple of Jerusalem, the Templars, that name endures, carved into the memory of the world. These are my recollections, the confession of a knight from the earliest days of our order.
When the blood ceased to flow, when the walls grew quiet, the pilgrims began to arrive. People from every corner of Christendom, poor peasants, wealthy merchants, women and children, all seeking to touch the Holy Sepulchre to beg forgiveness of their sins. But the roads were treacherous. Desert raiders, remnants of Saracen warriors, even rogue Christians, all preyed upon these helpless souls. And so the idea was born. Our elder brothers, Hugues de Payens and Godfrey de Saint-Omer, men of unshakable faith and iron hearts, proposed something that seemed almost impossible. That a handful of knights take a vow, not to guard a king nor lands, but to guard the pilgrims themselves, to be soldiers of Christ and guardians of the poor, not for gold, not for glory, but for a vow eternal. Kneeling before the altar, I uttered the words that bound me forever: poverty, chastity, and obedience. I was a knight, yet I abandoned all: my lands, my family, my right ever to take a wife. My sword was no longer mine, but God's. We wore white mantles, upon them a red cross. Our appearance was simple, almost beggarly, yet beneath that cloth burned a will unyielding. 9 of us in the beginning, 9 men against a sea of enemies. Many thought us mad, but little by little the brotherhood grew. King Baldwin II granted us quarters by the very Temple of Solomon, and from that gift the world gave us our name, Knights of the Temple, the Templars. Our daily life was strict. We rose before dawn, prayer first, then bread and a little wine. Horses had to be ready at all times. We were taught always to ride 2 on a single horse when escorting pilgrims, a mark of our poverty. In battle we fought side by side, never retreating. The rule was clear: a Templar does not flee while the cross still stands. Only if the enemy outnumbered us 3-fold were we permitted to withdraw. I remember our first escort. Pilgrims from Aquitaine, among them women and old men. They were afraid, uncertain, when raiders fell upon us, a dozen of them on swift horses. They saw only 3 of us in white mantles. They thought we would be easy prey, but we did not yield. Steel flashed, sand flew beneath hooves, and for the first time those pilgrims believed they were not abandoned. When the last raider fell, we saw tears in their eyes, not of fear, but of hope. It was then I understood the meaning of our vow. Yet the truth is, not all was holy and pure. Politics ruled Jerusalem as surely as in Europe. Counts, kings, patriarchs, all sought influence, all served their own interests. We stood between them, poor knights yet needed by all. Often we were used as pawns. There were times I felt bitterness when I asked myself, were we truly soldiers of Christ or merely weapons in the hands of those upon thrones? Despite all, our brotherhood grew. Recognized by the Pope, we took our rule from Bernard of Clairvaux, a man whose words gave shape to our mission. He said the Templar was a double knight, both monk and warrior, fearing neither death nor coveting wealth. Non nobis domine non nobis, sed nomini tuo de gloriam. Not to us, O Lord, not to us, but to your name give glory. Those words echoed in our hearts. I, Hugo, was there when the beginning was laid. I was part of the small brotherhood that guarded pilgrims through the dangerous passes of Judea. I was there when, for the first time, Saracen eyes beheld our white mantles with the red cross and wondered, Who are these men that charge without fear, who don't flee even in the face of death? Now, as I write these words, my body is old and my hands tremble. Yet my memories burn brighter than ever. I see the faces of my brothers, those who fell on the road to Damascus, those who left their bones in the desert. Their names may not endure, but their sacrifice lives on in our order. If you ask me what we were, I shall tell you. We were men, frail and sinful, yet driven by a thought greater than ourselves, to shield those who could not shield themselves, to be guardians on the road to the Holy Sepulchre. And if we erred, let God judge. But if we did good, let that endure longer than our bones. For a Templar does not die when his body falls. A Templar lives in the vow that never ends.